We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I'm, of course, CVB. Alongside me today is...
Dante.
Denny.
Showtime.
Beth.
All right. We got some new faces, some old faces. You've been in a couple of these back in the day. You know, this is my oldest friend. But, you know, his go-to move is to get a girl, and then he just doesn't talk to me. And then...
This is that bull.
No, we're not done. Showtime does pull things like that, too. But at least he comes in by and sees me sometimes.
Oh, you talking about Dante?
No. All right, and I don't think you've ever seen this face. Wait, I can't. It's different for me. This face. What up? It's our friend Denny. I don't know if I posted the PSVR stuff to the page. I think I did. We bought PSVRs together.
Outside Best Buy before they opened.
We hung out there. No, we've been friends for a long time. He just happened to be here, and I was like, "Hey, man, just come on, F it, you know, come."
I'm here to ruin everything.
That's right. It's not. Yeah, except for Heather. You know, that's her job mostly. Oh, all right. We're back. I think the last time we sat down, we were talking about Soda City, but today what are we gonna discuss today? I just said it. What are we gonna discuss today, Beth? I just said it.
The Battlefront 2 beta.
Yes, Battlefront 2 beta, the Last Jedi trailer, and the X-Wing tournament. Insert sad music. Dante was there. Dante sat there all
day.
So how long were we there?
7 hours.
7
hours. I was slowly losing my mind.
I told him it was only gonna be 4 because the Facebook page said 4, but no, it ended up being.
That's 4 rounds.
Yeah.
No, it was 4 hours. The Facebook page said 1 to 4, so I told him 3 hours. We were there from 1 to 7:30ish.
And it was all because of the kid. With
Don, I want to get in it, man. So where do we start? First, let's start with what we've been doing. What you've been doing something, Showtime. What have you been doing?
I'm currently in the Criminal Justice Academy.
Oh.
I got 100 on my first test, so...
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is your future.
Yeah. So I'll be playing that game for the next 11 weeks.
Cops and robbers?
The way they put it out is, so you get... There's 12 weeks. They don't serve lunch on Friday of the last week. So that's 11 opportunities for you to get banana pudding. And I got the banana pudding once already, so I got 10 more times.
That's right.
To get banana pudding.
And this is who will protect you if you're ever in danger, ladies and gentlemen.
I would tell you, listen, I know you think I don't know what I'm doing, but I got my 11 pudding. 11 banana puddings.
Yeah, right.
I'm pretty sure I'm qualified.
Banana pudding.
That's the standard for qualification in the state of South Carolina.
Is it good there?
You know what? They build us up to be like, oh man, the place is so hard. And the food is terrible. Like, no, that's good. I mean, there was a white powdery substance on my French toast one time. It was either prison crack or it was
anthrax.
Or it was freaking powdered sugar. One of them's gonna give me a study boost, and the other one's just gonna fulfill my need to eat. So I was like, screw it, let me eat it.
YOLO.
Nah, they it's not bad. I'm kind of having fun. Honestly, I run the coffee shop there for the students right now because I'm on flag detail. That's what you have to do, and we call it Blue Beans. Yes, there's a lot of sexual puns you can do with that, but
Blue Beans.
We'll do a Blue Beans coffee shop. Come on down to Blue Beans.
That's it. That's all.
You just stare at them and you walk away.
The billboard.
I need to get an apron. Someone make me an apron.
A Blue Beans apron.
Or just a blue apron.
It's no longer Starbucks. It's Blue Beans.
I need to get back on my house. I think I still have from when I was a server. I think I still have my
I'm here for you guys.
Pretend you're Rachel.
Yeah. You also.
Oh.
Is that how she does it?
Yeah. Have you ever watched the compilation of all the time she goes, oh.
I guess I missed that. Showtime started watching Friends because they kept telling him that he was Ross, so he finally was like, "Let me see if I really am Ross."
And I was like, "Oh shit!" Episode 1. Yep.
So you don't have a wayward child out there somewhere.
And also, I think tattoos are sexy. So.
What's up, baby?
you also have been obsessed with this damn game.
Alien vs. Predator.
Like, so obsessed that they couldn't wait for us to set up and finish recording.
You know how long it takes for us to get started with anything. By the way, it's 2:12. We were supposed to start at 1.
That's
part of
because
that
Beth and Denny showed up late.
What I'm saying is, you know how long it takes to get stuff set up. So I set it up ahead of time so we can just jump right in after this.
That is true. We usually don't record until an hour after.
Shut up, Beth. You're supposed to be on my side.
I'm just prepared. That's what the
Are
sheriff's
you?
department taught me.
Yeah.
Okay, Beth, what have you been doing?
Hating my life at my job.
Oh my god. Sweet! Next!
Fighting with my internet. I've been doing that.
Oh, that was funny. It's significant because we're going to be discussing the Last Jedi trailer. The day the Last Jedi trailer drops, Beth and goes,
And I have no data to watch it.
You could. What do you mean have? Okay, I didn't understand. Like, you have zero data? Like
I have data, but I have it set up to where it won't play videos when I'm on. So I don't use my data.
I remember those feels.
It's like you're your own worst enemy. Why did I not do this?
Wow.
You're like Kylo Ren battling with the dark in your head about the video.
Yeah, so I went to his house and watched
Oh, that ruined. Have you seen the Last Jedi trailer?
I did, actually.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about your past and nerd these past? Okay. So, can we call you out in your business? Not like crazy.
Go ahead,
out.
man.
Okay, so I'm not going to call you.
Do
Okay.
it.
So,
Not the personal stuff.
no. So, no. So, Dante is... unlike Beth and Denny, Dante is fresh out of a relationship. And so he decided to jump into my nerd culture to help him,
Cope, fool.
cope.
Yes, there
Cope.
we go.
Everyone needs
So
advice.
he goes from nothing to...
Detox?
Yeah, detox.
Yes, because I'm addicted to white women. Carry on.
You're welcome.
Crazy in the white
In particular, crazy ass white
That's
women.
right,
We're
no.
going to keep going.
That is the truth. Okay, so it's okay. We did a video on him once where he went through his past. We'll do it with you too.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll call it Forever Alone Day 2.
I'm
Back
pretty sure
in
that's
black.
a video. he
Literally
wants
the dark
deleted.
side at this point.
The dark
Literally
side.
the dark side at this
Dark
point.
side of the heart.
I tried to become a Jedi. It drove me crazy, so now I go to the dark side.
So he's been doing everything, man. He played. We played Imperial Assault. He played AVP. Got wrecked by me.
I think I got wrecked first.
Yeah, I wrecked everybody, Beth, when we played AVP. We've only played it once. Wrecked them all because I got skills. No, I just was rolling the dice. So, I didn't even know what was really happening.
That's how it always is.
Every time I shut a fucking door, something would happen to where it would open, or he would just break it down the first try. I was like, damn it!
So, and he was playing the Predator, which is like the most complicated one to play really in the whole group. So and he's never played again. So he's like trying to read the card. What are these cards? I don't even know what this. I'm supposed to be using these. I'm not even gonna use them. Like, and then he finally was like, "Is there something I can use? Look at them."
Hey,
And I was like, "Oh, you can use this one against me." Nope, nothing here. Not a thing. Not a thing. No, I didn't do it. But so you did. So you played AVP.
right.
You spent 5 hours watching other people play X-Wing.
Yes. And I even got down with you guys on Imperial.
Imperial Assault.
So and I have to say for my first go around, I was still learning, but I think I kind of kicked ass.
You did a good job.
bit.
Imperial Assault is a little hard to pick up, and once you pick it up, it's easy. So
All these damn dice. man.
it's not. It's AVP is definitely more difficult to learn to play for sure.
I don't like the whole issue where there's like, you can't copy our play system. I was like, I mean, I get it. You made up something.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't want to
that
copy
there's a
that
whole
play
lot
system. That shit is complicated.
Yeah, there's some complicated shit in this one.
And we also put together a character for you for our future Star Wars Edge of the Empire
Right.
campaign.
Kicking off
Reddick's
in
fool.
14 weeks.
Speaking of, we went by Firefly, and I bought the master kit that has that board in it. So much easier to understand the dice from that kit than the actual book that explains it to you.
What?
The privacy screen.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah.
You know,
I know.
Yeah,
I
she
bought
wanted
one
one.
for
You
myself. Yeah,
Okay.
just to
You
have.
can't find them online anywhere.
Oh, are you gonna DM?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh!
But like that was always my struggle in the game was the dice, and
Yeah.
I would read the book over and over and not get it. And that screen, like they explain it like so simply. I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense now.
So really, it's Showtime's fault because he's the one that showed us how to play.
speaking of
No.
which, you know, so we started
I'm
playing the
gonna blame
game.
What?
We started playing the game.
Which
You
game?
got when you guys got me on Imperial Assault and everything.
Right.
And we were doing the Facebook post and everything. And all my friends from work and everything were thumbs up and they're loving it and everything. And then
You got
next thing
shit.
you know, I get to work and I go sit down in the office and they're all coming in like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I thought you liked it. They were like, man, what type of nerd shit you're on? And I was like, I can be a nerd. And they're like, no. We're about to revoke all your privileges. You're no longer allowed.
I'm showing formation than that with this one on.
Meatheads can be nerds too.
And that's one thing
That's
that
not-
really, you know, I guess was complicated for them to understand that, you know. And then I explained to them, look, you know, just out of relationship. Oh, they were like, okay, yeah, I get it. You ain't getting none at home. You gotta let it out. Oh, go ahead, let it out.
You can hit the dice and hit the weights at the same time.
Right, but at this point,
A lot of you are saying, Stevie B, you should follow suit. Well, I am, so f- you.
they're judging
With
my
the dice.
ability to enforce the law because I'm a nerd.
Okay, can I talk some trash about you real quick, though? I want to bring this out. And for people that are only listening, I'm sorry. You have to watch the video for this. But when he rolls the dice, it is the most... He goes like this. He goes... Like, and I'm like, what is that? Like,
Crap out, fool.
like he's got a
Crap
wiener.
out,
You know, like,
That's what I've been wanting to do to the whole world.
so it's
Critical hit!
so it's just kind of ridiculous. Are you just gonna stand there and eat watermelon?
While that baby's crying?
Yeah, and that baby's crying
In
in the
front of two
background.
cops?
He probably wants some of the watermelon.
I don't.
He had his.
Oh, wow. So, all right, Denny,
What's up?
what have you been into recently in the nerd geek communities?
Dudes.
Do that.
No, I actually, I've been recently getting back into Magic.
Oh, that's a bad place to be. Well, it's not a bad place to be. It's a very expensive place to be.
Well, see,
It
See,
just is, dude.
I'm doing it the other route, which I know a lot of people will probably give me shit for, but I'm not going buying like tons and tons of boosters to find the cards I need. I'll go buy the singles online.
No, I mean that's the way. That's the way to do it. Now,
The singles.
That's a lot of singles, man. Let me tell you.
no, that's the way to do it, man. I try to talk to him about that. This one though is Showtime was addicted. He was addicted to the like getting the great card in the pack. Like he's like, yes, look how much. See how much it's worth.
I didn't fucking get it! Go on Amazon and let me buy 4 of them!
That's what he did.
$80 each? Fuck it!
He got an Amazon credit card just so he could get the like $50 credit, so he could use the credit to buy one
If I just give you
one magic card.
why don't I have an Amazon credit card already? Oh, you know what? It's alright. I need to get one anyway, so I'll just get the card. And there have been other times there's another card you can get $120 back. I'm just like, maybe I need another Amazon.
It was so funny. And then I made him buy me one. So he bought 3 of them for himself. So and then I think he bought 2 and got me one. And then we found some kid at a tournament that was sold it to us for $50. So it was that's fun. And now that card is like worthless because it's out of rotation. So that's just how they get you. You spend back $100 second hand, and then it's worthless fucking a year later. F you, Wizards of the Coast.
Jeez.
But I like Commander.
And then I go and buy your other shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Dungeons and Dragons. You just released Lord of the Rings edition of Dungeons and Dragons, a rule book, so you can go to Mordor from the Forgotten Realms.
Hell yeah.
And what else? Oh,
I need a tissue. Seriously, I need to get to
Showtime and I played Commander with a couple of friends the other weekend. And this guy he barely knows it's a guy I work with. I see him every day, but this guy completely betrayed him. Like, and it was he like teamed with him and then stabbed him in the back. And it was that's how Commander works. Has Danny talked to you about Magic Commander at all? Instead of 60 cards, it's 100 cards, and you can only have one type of a card in it, and you get a commander card that you can constantly bring back and forth. This is what we have to explain it to you, but there a lot of the cards are board wipe cards. So, like, you play a card and you
Destroy
everything. Anybody that has anything out is all gone, and so there's a lot of them in a lot of pre-made decks, and so he told Steven, he was like. Or told Showtime, he's like, use it. Just do it. Get them all. Wipe them out. And he goes, okay, I'm going to do it. He's like, I don't care if you get me, just do it. He goes, okay. And he's like, all right, I'm playing it. And he's like, oh, before you play that, I'm going to play this card that blocks any board wipes from my guys. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, he just played you, man. And so when I can't say I didn't instigate the situation, and I told Showtime that he played him. And so then that guy was like, oh man, now he's going to come after me. So he chose, so it went Showtime him, his turn was next, so then he attacked Showtime after that. It was so funny. But he was I was telling about how you got betrayed in Magic.
Yeah, I heard the whole story.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know if you know this.
Because
I
I
was
was
5
there.
feet away.
Oh,
There.
Yeah, I seen it.
so it's funny. But yeah, so I like Commander a lot because Commander never goes out of rotation. And it's multiple people, and it's more fun.
You can use cards from pretty much any set going all the way back.
Right, there's a list of banned Commander cards, but
There's not that many.
I doubt I would have any of them. So, that's what we're doing. So what else? Magic? Anything else? Denny?
Not really. No, not so much. I mean, just typical stuff. Just playing around with PS4, things like that.
What are you playing on the PS4 right now? What's your go-to game?
Well, I haven't started playing it yet, but I'm going to get into Metal Gear 5.
Well, you haven't played it yet at all? You never played
No.
it? Like, at all?
No. And they just put it on the, that's one of this month's free games.
Did you play Ground Zeroes?
Yes.
Wow, 5 is like one of the best Metal Gear games ever made.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten to it, man.
With one of the hottest chicks in Metal Gear ever.
Still jacking off the cartoons, huh?
Shut up! No! No.
What about Hugh?
What's you?
Yeah. That was another free game for this month. You're this little guy and you like collect colors, and it's like a puzzle game. You have to shift your perspective, your color perspective. So yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I haven't played that yet. I currently do not have a live PlayStation Network account, so I need to re-up.
Yeah, they're starting to put out.
I was trying to record a podcast. What do you
watch
want?
your fucking mouth.
What do you want?
Yeah, they're starting to put out a couple of VR titles.
I know. I missed the last one. What was the last one?
I don't fucking remember.
Oh wow! Thanks, Danny. And, so I've been doing a lot here and there.
When are you not?
Yeah, I'm selling my comic book collection, guys. Did we talk about that last podcast?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, I'm selling my comic book collection.
We talked about it in group chat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm selling it. I'm selling it because I prefer the shelf look of trades, and I just have so many that are just sitting in boxes. And I'm realizing that I have a lot of worthless comics, and then I have a lot. I have some that are actually worth a lot that I had no idea are worth a lot. So like, I sold 8 for $2 plus the shipping, and then I sold another one that was 2 issues for like $40 plus the shipping. So
Why don't some of your ones that aren't worth anything, why don't you take a second and try them and at least get a credit?
No, wait.
I don't.
Say you didn't think of that?
I don't know, Beth. I don't know why I didn't do that or why I didn't think of that. Because at least then I can get other stuff.
Do you commonly?
How much?
You the only one that's able to bring up things he hasn't thought of yet? Because I cannot.
No,
I cannot compete with that.
Beth is the smartest one in the room by far.
Wow, she just
Yeah.
sits in the corner. And
When
lets
you get
think you're
Heather-
in control,
yeah.
and then says, stupid."
When you get Heather and Beth in the room, they say things, and you get really mad at yourself because you can't believe that didn't pop into your brain.
And then like a regular man, you take it out on them.
Yeah. Yeah, so it just
TV third.
like I whenever I'm struggling with something, I'm like I talk to Heather, I talk to Beth because most of the time they're like, "Why don't you just do this?" And I go, "I don't know, Heather. I don't know, Beth. Why didn't I just do that?"
Instead of saying, you know what, good idea, or you're right, he has to come back sarcastically about what they brought. Like he thought of it already. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Shut up. Oh, so that's been fun. And learning the shipping costs of things, and that's been bad. Like when I put shipping 10 and it cost me like 18 to ship it off, I don't like that at all. That sucks.
Takes right out of
That
the
sucks.
pocket.
And PayPal holds your money, right? If you're new to selling, especially, PayPal holds your money for like 2 weeks. So they pay for it. Then you have to pay for the shipping out of pocket. It's in your PayPal account, but inaccessible.
Yeah, if you're new to that stuff, they hold it. You can put your tracking number on it, and they won't release the funds until the shipping company says that it's been delivered. Then they'll release funds.
Oh, wow.
BS. No, it's okay. I understand. Hey! Don't growl in the background. We're trying to record the podcast, son. Did you just spit? Did you just make a fart noise at Dad? So, all right. So where are we going next? Let's see what else. What else I've been doing. Wait a minute.
Outlander.
Gay.
Yes, watching and enjoying, mostly enjoying Outlander. There was some. Okay, so I really like Jamie stuff,
Everybody likes Jamie's stuff.
but I hate Claire stuff. Hey! I'm not even gonna get mad because I'm not gonna tell y'all how many times that book has gotten me laid. So I'm not even mad at Al. You can. Thanks, Jamie. So you guys, you kind of know what Outlander is, right? Sort of. No, okay. I know you don't. Do you know what Outlander is?
Not a clue.
Oh,
Look, he just spun around and said, "Oh, I know when I ask you."
you know what it is.
Yeah, read the book.
How far? You just reading the first book, right?
Yeah, about
Oh.
halfway
In
there.
the room, I have
Oh,
no value.
have you watched the show at all?
No, because she doesn't want to ruin the rest of the book.
Oh, I don't remember. Heather defriended the Facebook page because apparently it's a bunch of middle-aged women that can't keep their mouth shut.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I unfollowed Comic Book Resources, a Facebook page that I've been following for years, because they were like, "Will someone die like this is how they should have wrote it? Will someone die like Redacted did in the comic books in the show? No, they just plastered the name on the, and it wasn't like a death that has happened for a while. I read trade to trade, which is only like 2 or 3 months behind. Oh wait, no, about 6 or 7 because issue comes out a month, right? Yeah. Anyway, it's recent, so I didn't know that character was dead. So F you, Comic Book Resources. Seriously. All right, so what's next? I was really mad that day. The only one that got me was Bennett. I messaged him and I was like, I can't believe they said this. He's like, oh man, F them. I was like, yeah, F them.
It's a straight comp.
Oh, I'm very excited. Speaking of Cartman, I'm very excited about The Fractured Butthole. Comes out next week. By the time this gets out, it'll probably be out for 2 months. I'm very excited about The Fractured Butthole. Me and Showtime and Heather watched the franchise prequel episode that was on this Wednesday. They made a prequel episode of the show before the
Before the game.
before the game. Yeah, thank you, Jenny. That's what prequel means. And all it was Butters hiring a bunch of minions.
Spoilers, not everybody's seen.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Thanks, Heather. Never
What
mind.
an asshole.
Oh, shut
We're
up!
just talking about this webpage.
Shut up! You guys are all right. I think it's different, a comic book spoiler compared to a South Park episode spoiler on the same levels. Now, if I was spoiling the end of the game, it's different.
They fractured the butthole.
The butt becomes whole.
Yeah, well, no,
They're fracturing the butthole.
no, it's B-U-T, not B-U-T-T. That's why it's funny.
Which makes it okay.
Yes, because the group is fractured, but they're also whole. So they're fractured, but whole.
That sounds like another way of saying dysfunctional family. That's what I'm getting from this.
We should have a fractured butthole clause in the
Everyone's here.
So
Not
I think
mentally
this
fucked up.
is just a general
Here.
case of fractured
But
butthole.
you guys are jacking.
Wow.
Sustained.
Fractured butthole, like somebody just took an anal plowing or something and just...
Oh god.
You guys,
you can't anal pound my client that way. I object.
I am
It
raping
just
that
went there on
wallet.
this podcast.
I'm sorry if I had too many law jokes for the next 12 weeks.
is this how it's gonna be for everyone now that you're a cop? For those who don't know, Dante is also a cop.
We're in different counties. That's why we're sitting far away from each other so we don't slap each other's dicks.
That's right.
Is that
That's how we
what
high-
happens?
that's how we
like,
high
is
five.
that how cops roll?
That's how we high five. We slap cocks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The big
Right.
problem is if they try now, they're doing it over me.
And neither of us is long enough for that.
That looks like you have a problem with it.
At least one of us does.
You can't have a problem with it and be friends with you. That's just, you know.
That is a great point.
Be Jonah Hill about it. Pa! Pa! Pa!
That's a great point. Alright, so I'm going to go into the X-Wing tournament stuff first, and we can group talk about Last Jedi since we're kind of still on me, and it's always all about me, so I'll do that.
That's cool.
I've talked to Showtime about it, and Dante was there, just sitting there going crazy. He didn't tell me that he had a stakeout the night before, and he'd only had 2 hours of sleep, so he didn't mention that part. Anyway, so
What kind of steak?
so we've been to an X-Wing tournament before, but it was the one Showtime went to was big. There's a lot of people there. This one there was only about 10 people there. Right? It's about 10 people, you say, playing?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, so I did 4 rounds. I came in 9th out of 10, so I didn't do the absolute worst. I just did almost the absolute worst. The first guy I played was he was a dick. Okay, I just want to say, like,
He was a 40-year-old dick.
He was
a dick.
Okay, so we're at a very relaxed store tournament, and he acted like we were at regionals fighting for a spot at nationals, ready to go. And he was just... So I told him what my build was, right? And...
First mistake.
Right. No, it's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, these are my cards, these are the upgrade cards. Because you have a pilot card for your ship, and then you have upgrade cards to go with that pilot card. So I'd say, this is my pilot, this is what the pilot does, these are the upgrades, what the upgrade does. And most people know what the upgrades do already. So I told him. And so I made a move, and there's a move called engine upgrade, which gets you a boost. And so I said, I use engine. He goes, you don't have engine upgrade! And I didn't have it on the board, it was under my card. Like, it was covered up. Not on purpose. I was also nervous because it was generally when I go to these tournaments, Showtime is like my support, and like he wasn't with me, and so I had this one, but this one doesn't know a thing about the game.
I'm just a bodyguard at that point.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to start shooting up the place over cards, well, I got his back.
He's got, and so I used the move, and he goes, "You don't have that?" I go, "Oh, it's right here." He goes, he was like shocked and appalled. Was like, well, I just
dare you?
I wouldn't have made that move. This is kind of ridiculous. I wouldn't have made that move if
I would have known.
if I had known you had that. I would have done something completely different. I just don't know what I'm gonna do now. This is crazy. I just don't know what to do. And I just kind of stood there silently, like, and I made sure when I played all these people, I first said, hey, this is my second tournament, and I'm an uber noob, so like I'm sorry if I make mistakes. Like, I make 100% known. And he just got mad. And I finally was like, well, how about this? How about you take that move back and do a different move? Mm-hmm. How about that? He goes, oh, okay. Yeah, well, that'll be okay. I'm fine with that. I'm glad we could come to that agreement. That's what I like about this community is we can work things out.
Be gentlemen about it.
Yeah, we can be gentlemen about it. I'm glad.
After you're an asshole.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
So then you lost to that guy?
Yeah, barely.
Because you're too nice?
I barely lost to him. But, well, because he talked some mad shit.
It's because you had engine upgrade. If you had,
Yeah.
he shouldn't have allowed you to get that in there. He would have.
And one of the guy that runs the tournament came over, and he got really, really butthurt because one of my ships one-shotted one of his ships, and just off the board, he goes, "Oh, well that's a dead blah blah blah." It's like, yeah, it is. And so he came over. He's like, because the guy that ran the tournament was really nice. He's a really nice guy, and he came over. He's like, "Oh, you're doing really well." And the guy was like, "Better than he should be." And I was like, "Oh, what a dick!"
Jerk!
I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
You remember that? I was like, "Oh man, like, okay, thanks, guy." And so then the second guy was the coolest, and of course he's the one that got 10th, which sucks that the coolest guy. Yeah, he was there like me, just like for funsies, like running a build that wouldn't win, like I was, just for fun. And he was really nice and really friendly. We had a good time getting to know him. And then the third guy came along, and the third guy was weird to me because he was cool too, but it was almost like looking into a mirror because he was rolling the same build. He was rolling a Phantom and a Decimator. Like that was my go-to setup for a long time. Yeah, Showtime. That's the only one I played all the time. I wanted to bring something different to the tournament, but he was like rolling like exactly what I was going to bring, and then changed my mind. But he was all fancy. He had like a fancy board and a fancy set. He was like super fancy with his stuff. And I took him out. I took one of his ships out, and then my ships aren't particularly fast because they're large base ships, and he had a Phantom which is small and really fast.
Right.
And so he chose the last, what was it? What would you say? 15 minutes.
Oh, to bleed the clock out?
Yeah, it was the 75 minutes round,
Oh,
and he
man.
just chose to
He knew it was over.
run away from me for
And he
15
just,
minutes.
Yeah, he ran away for 15 minutes.
He
He
just
said,
took
I know
his
it's
ship.
over, I'm just going to bleed the clock. I was
Yeah.
like, that is some football shit. What are you doing?
Yeah, so that way he would get a little bit more points, and I wouldn't get as many points. I still won by points, but
5 or something like that?
yeah, it was a very little amount. But I still won. That was the only match I actually won. So I was mad.
And then we have Justin
Oh, I didn't want to. Oh,
Motherfuck Beaver.
okay, yeah. So then my next match is against this 14-year-old kid. I've developed Showtime's like fear of children. And
It started with Children of the Corn and it ended with an X-Wing tournament.
And so I'm going to get skin like, okay. And so the first thing this kid says is hi, I'm using a build that's it's a variation of the 2017 National Champion Double Jump Master build. And he starts telling me, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
I'd be like, sweet man, didn't watch that. Let's do this.
Here we go. And for some reason, because you lay asteroids out, and I laid them out completely wrong, and just left him wide open to just murk me. And he did. I flew really well while I was alive, because the guy came over and watched it, and he was just like, "Wow, you're flying really well."
Yeah, but he was a cocky little SOB though.
And he talked trash.
No, not just talk trash, bro. He took pictures of the trash he was talking.
Yeah, every time he got a good shot off, he did this.
I was sitting there. Steve's
Yes.
focusing on the game, okay?
And
EVB's focusing on the game. He's right beside me.
Man.
I'm sitting there. And, like, I started noticing as I'm sitting there, this kid just pulls out his camera after, like, every freaking move or every shot, and he takes a picture. And I'm thinking, maybe he's going to go to the bathroom and just remember where it is, so, protect yourself. And then we later find out, I said, Steve, when I was talking to him when it happened, I said, why is this kid taking out his camera and taking photos every time he shoots you? And he couldn't figure it out either. And then he gets on the phone and gets on Facebook and starts looking at everything. I guess he found this kid or whatever because he was a cocky little shit. And we're in the car. He's like, motherfucker! And I was like, what? He's like, he posted that shit on Facebook. I was like, I knew he was doing something with them photos.
There's a Columbia X-Wing group, and he posts them all in there.
He was basically posting and saying how I whooped this guy's ass.
He didn't. There were no words.
No, but it was
But-
clearly what he was insinuating.
Wow.
Look what I can do.
So
Look what I can do.
I now have a nemesis at the tournaments.
Some
That kid's
redheaded,
gonna get kicked in the face. Don't worry.
some
about it.
redheaded bastard.
So
He was a ginger.
He was a ginger.
Oh no! I love gingers. That makes me sad.
Now you want to kick him in the face.
He probably goes to BC. I'll try not to assassinate him. The school right across the street from where we were playing.
Oh my
The high
God.
school.
it was rough, man. He was just so, he wasn't like necessarily like really rude, but he like tried to bait me into shooting a specific shit.
And he made it a point to let you know
strategy.
when he made it a point. He wasn't rude, like, oh, fuck you, da-da-da. He was more so, I'm letting you know I'm about to put you up in the ass with, like, non-skid right now. This is going to hurt.
Not kid.
Okay? I just want to let you know, give you the common courtesy before I reach around. It's going to be futile, but it's coming.
It was
Resistance is futile.
it was
Bring
rough.
Vaseline next time.
And I was like, oh, I'll get some points this match, and
No.
then I'll come in like 6th or 7th. Nah, I got 0 points the final round. Because I would to get any points, I would have to get, because he had 2 large base ships, I would have to get one of his ships to half health.
They weren't just, they were missile boats, right? As they called them, missile ships, missile boats?
Missile boats. They were double jump masters. They're
So, until the actual missile boat comes out, no, a gunship, a missile boat's just one that just stocks missiles on it.
Yeah, well, he was shoving some missiles right up his...
Shut up! So that's my X-Wing story. I'll go back though. I had fun though. But that one guy at the beginning though, he was like rude to everybody.
How did he play, Steven?
I don't know where he played. I think he was in the middle somewhere. I know that he was really nasty to the kid too, and I did kind of feel bad for the kid because he was real nasty to the kid. Like when you measure out a target lock has to be like 3. There's like a measuring stick and it has to be within that range. And the kid measured, like, went over another ship as he was going to the ship he wanted to measure. And the guy was like, well, the FAQs, just the rules, say that you have to go by the first ship you measured. And technically, because you rolled over that ship, that means you measured that ship first, so you have to target lock that ship. And then, so the kid had 2 jump masters, and so they used the same movement dial. Mm-hmm. And he picked up the wrong movement dial for the wrong ship. And he like looked at it and was like, oh man, this isn't the right one. He goes, well, you know, the FAQs say the first dial you pick up and using double ships, so you have to roll it. So that's the one you're going to have to move. And you're going to have to move it that direction that you chose on that one. So he like went 2 completely opposite ways he wanted to with the different ship.
What a jerk.
Yeah, he was a mega dick. He like didn't talk to anybody either. He
Versus.
was
ass.
he was just very rude.
So he's the one I'll have to come with the flawless. So
Battles of history.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Ugh. Anyway, all right, let's
Play some APP.
no, not yet.
I forgot we have one more topic.
We have 2 more topics.
Oh yeah, he didn't tell us Star Wars yet.
We got the Battlefront 2 beta, and let's save the last Jedi trailer for last. Let's talk about the Battlefront 2 beta.
Sorry.
Didn't get a chance to play it like you promised.
Oh, shut up! You were doing other stuff. What a whiny baby.
Well, you know
I
what?
was
I'm gonna back you up on this,
Stick.
Dante, because I would ask, hey, you want to play some Star Wars tonight? Hey, you want to play some Star Wars tonight? But no, I got this going on. No, I got this going on.
He's gonna say I'm gonna do something else. I was here with you.
And we played maybe
Yeah,
twice.
no, we didn't play that because Captain Dipshit showed up and was like, hey guys, even though I know you guys weren't that really interested in AVP, I got it anyway, so let's play it right now. And that's why I never played the Battlefront beta. So don't come at me. It's this guy's fault.
You see what just happened here, Showtime?
What?
You see what just happened here?
My aunt and mother got this for me.
Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, I love your mom.
Yeah.
Irregardless, you still showed up haphazardly with it.
I'm pretty sure I called you and told you. And you said come over tomorrow night. I was
You
like,
made it sound like it was a
So I
booty
keep
call.
over the
and
next
it was
night.
I may have done that.
Expected.
Listen, anyway
I
this
went to
plays
the proper
out,
channels.
anyway this plays out, it was your fault why Donna
I'm
didn't get
going to start making a paper trail. We're going to have forms,
Screenshot
TVB,
Consent form.
requisition forms. We're going to I want to play this game on
Disclosure
this night
forms.
approximately this many times. I need a corroborating witness and a notary.
Hey, I'm a notary, so we're gonna go ahead and get that squared up right now.
Oh man, Danny, you played the Battlefront beta, right? Battlefront 2 beta.
A little, yeah.
What'd you think?
It looked gorgeous.
That's
Straight
gorgeous.
up. I mean,
Almost as good as me.
I don't know if it was the.
Does it make you
I don't know if it was the controls, like if they actually changed them, or if I would just like don't remember what they used to be. But like,
it didn't feel the same.
it didn't, right? And the crouching thing where you have to hold the button instead of just pushing the button, and then like
Was
your
there
left
not a-
stick and right stick pushing down doesn't do anything, but those can't be the fucking rolls. Like that doesn't make any sense. So I'm hoping I'm. There's no way that's not feedback. Because when I
there's a lot
push
of
B,
feedback.
Oh, they've got tons of feedback.
Yeah,
Mostly about the loot boxes.
yeah, that too. That's kind of dumb. Go back to earning money to pay for them. Everything the basis of Battlefront, the first one was solid. It was a good foundation to start on. It just shouldn't have been released as just that. They also need to go back to the freaking space combat because they said, we're not gonna do make it difficult to control your ship anymore. And it totally is still.
It was
fucking
so
difficult.
super. I was like, I don't even know what's happening. Bam! Yeah, I
Yeah.
just crashing this shit.
Because it does that stupid, I'm going to turn this way, and then it jumps back a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, stop it! Just, if I'm turning, just let that be it. I get it, you want to do it realistically, but that's what the VR is for. Or real life. If you want to find out what it's like to fly in real life, go get a pilot's license.
Yeah, don't get me started.
I came to this place for fake shit. Give me that fake tofu.
It's like when I play Call of Duty and I shoot straight, I expect it to go 100 miles and still be at that point.
With no bullet drop.
Did I ever tell you about when I went to the gun range with Steven at Showtime?
You actually went and picked up a gun?
Oh yeah, we went for whose bachelor party was it? It was Eric's, right?
Eric's, yeah.
It was our buddy Eric's bachelor party, and I was shooting Showtime's pistol, and I was like, ding, 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 and he was like, "You keep hearing that ding, right?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "That's your bullet hitting the ceiling, buddy." And I was like, "Oh."
Wow.
I didn't do very good at all. You know, learn how to shoot. Because, man, when I play Call of Duty, I look for it. And
You still miss.
I am at the... We were
First person shooters were never your thing.
we were recording a Married to Another one time, and she talked mad shit about my first person shoot skill. I was like, "How do you know?" She goes, "I sit there and watch you sometimes.
Dude, when we were growing
You're
up,
not very good."
When we were growing up as kids and we were playing things together like Red Mercury and Halo and stuff, I would get so mad because you wouldn't hit dick. And I'd just be like, "Would you hit something already?" And I'd just get mad. It's like, he's good at everything else, Final Fantasy and all that other crap, but he can't shoot for shit.
The only thing I was really good at shooting was when Showtime and I played Halo. He would get into the Warthog, and I would get in the gun, and we would just go from area to area and just mowing down people.
So like with big ammunition. Like
Yeah.
A fully
You gotta
automatic 50
hit
caliber
something.
Gatling gun.
That I never had to reload.
Never overheated or anything.
Right. It's like,
I was good with that.
Steven can only hit his target if it's artillery.
Steve just needs all tracer rounds so you can see
See
where
where
they're
it's
going.
I'll never forget when I
No
got
muzzle rise.
I got the final kill once in Call of Duty. I think Showtime was playing. I got the final kill in Call of Duty because I killed 3 dudes at once. And you know they show the replay, and I'm like, "Oh man!" And so it was the airport. I can't remember which Call of Duty it was, but it was in the airport, and like,
Oh yeah, I remember this.
it was like the airport. Anyway, they were like behind a bar, and they were like they popped up, and like I was like doing a figure 8, curving down, and like I'm up here, and there are 3 lined up here. Then the bullets come down. Kind of take one out, and then it goes back up, boom, 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 and it's like way up, boom, boom, and it comes back down, boom, 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 and then it like takes the guy on the right, boom, boom, and then goes like up and around the other guy, and then comes back across, and it's finally like, boom, takes him out, and everybody just got in the chat after and was like, "Holy shit, dude!" I think I was playing with Showtime. I think I was playing with Ben too. I think I was playing with Shadow as well. Yeah, I think it was me, Showtime, and Shadow playing. And they were both like, Bro.
So based on what he's saying, but your personal experience with him shooting and first-person shooters, you aim a little high.
Yeah.
You aim a little high.
And I was using one of those like ridiculous machine guns that's just like spray and pray.
Belt fed little.
And I was just like, got them all! I was so
That's right,
excited.
you can't do it with 30 bits. You gotta have
I was
100.
so excited. But that being said, the Battlefront 2 beta, I got way more kills than I normally do in any first-person shooter.
Well, here's the thing. It's Star Wars. You have this thing where if it's Star Wars, you're like expert level in it, and also there's no recoil on a
Laser.
on a laser. But
That too.
yeah, like it doesn't make any sense because as bad as you are at Call of Duty and all that stuff, and I can wreck you in those. Whenever we played Star Wars Battlefront,
He would get mad.
you couldn't beat him.
He would just be like, we're only playing if we're on the same team doing Galactic Conquest. I'm not going to play. I don't know what the difference
Because
is.
I'd get him down, but he'd have like 2 people left, and it'd be him and AI, and then I'd kill the AI, but he's killed everybody else. And
I have no idea how my skills of Battlefront 2 are so good.
Star Wars.
I know, right? And
You're forced, man.
I know.
Yeah.
And then me and Shadow would play, but he had it on the PlayStation, I had it on the Xbox. And he would beat me. It was on the PlayStation. I would beat him if it was on the Xbox. And we tested it out one night. Like, I brought my Xbox to his dorm and we played. And we swapped every match. And sure enough, we played like 5 different rounds. And each time he played on the PlayStation, he won. Each time he played on the Xbox, he won. It was really weird. So anyway, I like the sniper class the most. I can't remember what name of that was. But I was actually sniping people like a boss.
There's a specialist class.
Specialist,
Yeah.
right? That like
think so.
that's a new thing with this too, right? There's 4 classes. There's
Yeah, they went
Assault.
class based.
assault specialist.
commander,
Heavy.
officer, or something like that.
Yeah.
I was good with the heavy too. Surprise, surprise. I like the heavy a lot.
Me too.
But let's talk about the pay to win aspect
Yeah, buddy.
because I don't think a game gets more pay to win than Battlefront 2's model. It is like the epitome of pay to win.
Well,
Are you
I
familiar with the
didn't
term
really-
pay to win?
No, pay to play, maybe.
No, pay to win means that like there's something in the game that you can buy, that you can earn in the game and it takes time, but you can also buy right away and it makes you better than everybody else.
Oh yeah, they do that with most games now, don't they? They
Not-
have expansion
Not
pack.
the good ones.
Yeah, it gets shit on hardcore.
Well, see, the problem with it is you can't just use credits to buy whatever item you want. You know,
No,
everything's done through the loot boxes. So instead of earning a number of points and saying, "Oh, well, I want this particular blaster," and going
Right.
and buying that blaster, it's like, yeah. Since I'm already back in the Magic thing, it's like buying a pack of Magic cards.
No, it really is.
You know you're looking for a specific card in that Magic pack, and when you open it, you know you're just it's down to luck whether or not you get it. Well, it's the same way here. All you can do is buy the loot boxes.
And then so you end up potentially like, oh shit, money not well spent.
Yeah.
Isn't there a crafting system in there where you can buy crafting parts, I guess?
You get crafting parts, you can upgrade the cards you already have.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like, it's bullshit because that's how your character levels up, is by how good the cards are equipped with them. There's no XP really. You get XP to get loot boxes to get. Did I understand that right?
Well, you get
You
well,
get
the
XP
level determines what
It's-
cards you can use too.
Right.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
And so like I'm sorry, the specific classes level up with
Yeah.
what upgrade cards they have. What? I'm trying to record a podcast. What do you want? Fine. Rude. So like, to get a 3rd upgrade card, you have to be a specific level. Well, to get that level in the class, like, depends on the quality of upgrade card for your first one. You know, so I can see that changing maybe. I don't know. They're getting viciously assaulted online
Well,
because of the pay to win aspect.
One of the devs came out and was like, "This is just the intro thing. We're making adjustments as it goes along." Well, they don't need to make adjustments. They need to kind of revamp the system.
Right, and they're gonna chuckle. I mean, here's the problem, right? Is that, you know, people talk with their wallets, but at the end of the day, it's Star Wars, so people are going to buy this regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like a little piece of doo-doo with a lightsaber, and they're like, I could have had a Star Wars game!
Well,
Well, and
Disney,
The doo-doo awakens!
Disney's professional at taking your money.
Yeah.
They are professional
And
taking
Star
it.
Wars is good at it.
And I mean, and the fact that they actually have a single player campaign in the game this time means that, you know, there's going to be people who always suck at multiplayer games, but they're going to buy it specifically to play through the story.
No.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know,
when
so-
I went, I'll be honest with you, I actually went and bought the Battlefront 1
Right.
for the Xbox One. Didn't get to play it because I completely misplaced it, and then I found out I left it at my mom's house, which is the location the Xbox One was not at.
Wow.
So I think my nieces took it with them when they came over by mistake. Either or. I thought, you know, it would be like a traditional game, especially first-person shooters. They typically have a campaign assigned to them, especially if it's a major game. But when I read the back of it, it just said, you know, multiplayer, basically multiplayer only, that type of crap. And I was like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Well, see, what happened with Battlefront, right, is that Disney bought Star Wars, and they're making the next movie 2 years after the purchase of the, roughly 2 years after the purchase. They were like,
They're trying to force something out the door fast.
and they're like, we have to have a game
Oliver.
at the same time as the release of The Force Awakens. We have to have a game, and for that to happen,
No.
they had to get rid of something, so they got rid of the campaign. There was
But
no
see,
campaign.
that I think at the end of the day, that is what could make the game or
No,
even
you're
something
right.
in the franchise last longer.
Right.
It's because sometimes, you know, if I'm watching Star Wars, me personally, and I'm more fresher to the, you know, to the franchise in itself than everybody here. So my thing is, I'm not big on multiplayers to begin with, but in the sake that I am, most people play first-person shooters, and if I'm going to follow the storyline like, you know, the Jedi, the chick did in the movie going against Kylo Ren and so on, you know, that just seems more authentic to me. I mean, I could always imagine myself following along with the movie based on my own actions. Now, when you're saying go play with a bunch of AI on a multiplayer status, there's no story, it's just rounds like Battlefield, or go on playing with a bunch of people that just want to teabag me every time they kill me, I'm not going to really stay with that too much longer.
No, it's not. So we'll see. I'm obviously getting it, and I'm getting like the $8 version. Don't tell Heather. Oh, she's right there.
You use your condom money.
That's true.
She said use your condom money. What? Hmm?
The comic book money, because I'm selling the
I
comic
thought
books.
she said that for real.
What?
I wasn't the only one.
Use what?
I thought you said use
Condom
your condom
money.
money. I don't care.
I was like, I wonder if they know what those are still.
No, we don't.
Ancient pieces of,
So uncivilized.
like, national treasure.
Wow. Oh, all right. So anyway, yeah. There needs to be some serious work done on the loot box system. We'll see if they even change anything. They probably won't change a thing.
By launch, definitely not. I think it's going to piss off enough people to where they're going to do something, but it won't come till way after release, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Now,
I
this
mean,
new one, is it going to have a VR adapter?
No. Started on that.
Damn.
That's the only reason I bought the first one. Like, I wanted to buy the original Battlefront when it came out, but money was tight at the time, so I was like, I'll just wait. And then they announced that they were doing the X-Wing mission for VR.
which is amazing.
Yeah, so I went out, I bought the VR, I bought Battlefront, and, you know, blew my mind.
But they didn't do anything with it. They did nothing on it. It's going to be VR.
No.
But see, that is dumb for me.
Well,
That is
there's always the off chance that they're like developing a full standalone Star Wars game for VR.
Well, then they should say that.
My thought is they should have brought that up because think about it. Resident Evil already did it. You showed me yourself. And then you got other games before this that done it.
Simpsons did it.
And now you're just telling me, oh, even though this capability has been out with the majority of games within the past 12 months now, we're not going to do it. This is what's going to suck everybody in. Hell, let's broadcast the movie in 3D, but fuck VR capability for the game.
Yeah, it was great.
And it was such a great experience, too. That's the thing. Like,
Like-
if the VR mission was complete garbage, then I could see, you know, them passing up on it. But, I mean, granted, not a whole lot of people had VR, but everybody who had it and that had Battlefront downloaded it because it was free, it was free DLC. And we loved it. Exactly.
Bukaka.
I mean, I was in an X-Wing pilot. Like, I was.
It's good
I'm
stuff.
not in an X-Wing pod.
hear about
That's some fanfic for it. I was in an X-Wing, not X-Wing pod. Oh heavens! It was crazy though. Like, because when you first play, you're like walking around the X-Wing and you climb up on the X-Wing, you get into it. It's good.
Like
And the first time you play, you're nothing but smiling the entire time. And then you hit the button to go to light speed, and you're entering hyperspace, and it's just like, this is freaking awesome. Yeah,
It's great.
I loved it.
But alas, see, I had the game on Xbox, and I bought it on PlayStation just to play the 15-minute VR mission. It's good. We did pre-order for Xbox this time too, Danny. I'm sorry. I have a lot of people playing on Xbox, so I love you, Danny. I'm sorry.
It happens.
That's right. So, irregardless of that, the beta was great. Just work on the loot boxes. That's like the general consensus around with everybody.
And the crouching.
Oh, yes.
Just put it on the non-assigned thumbstick.
Press it in, you're done.
Or I can do it, I guess. If you give me the option to change my controls around.
And then go prone.
I mean, the controls felt a little weird to me, not just, due to that, but like just moving around and aiming and stuff. It felt awkward for some reason.
I think part of that is also the lag. Their net code's not ready yet. Well, I don't know. That or it was my internet, but I've been able to play Wildlands and all that stuff without that big of an issue. So I was assuming it was... Well, actually, I played it here, and it still had the lag issue, so...
Oh, wait. One problem we did have, Showtime and I,
Oh, yeah.
we couldn't play together.
Fix that party system.
Yeah,
Put it back.
the Friends Connect system didn't work at all. We couldn't play together at all. The only way we could play is if one of us started a match, and then we selected join match, and then we get put in the queue to hope somebody left so we could play together, maybe on the same team.
And then, if the game ended, it put us in different games the next time.
It was very frustrating.
Almost like when we were playing Bridge Crew,
Yeah.
and you kind of had to like join game with people. Yeah.
It sucked. We were mad. So, I chucked it up to being a beta problem. I looked at it, and a lot of people were having the problem, so it's good.
That's why I played board games.
Stop it.
Granted, it is beta though.
That is true, yes, you can't get too mad. So we'll see what happens. But all in all, I'd say it was good. I'm excited for the release soon.
Yeah.
But because that single player campaign alone, I'm currently reading / listening to the prequel book to the game.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
It's gonna be great. There's no doubt it's
That's
gonna
the
be.
prequel book.
It's called Battlefront 2. It's about how the Iden Versio and their whole group of Inferno Squadron gets put together and stuff. And it talks about her father. It takes place. The main character. Spoilers for the book, by the way. It's in really big spoilers, but it's in the very beginning of the book. The main character, she was like a pilot on a TIE fighter when the first Death Star blew up, and she was just far enough away to not get blown up with the Death Star. She was chasing a Y-wing down, and then she gets shook up and she at first she thinks the debris is Yavin 4, then she realizes it was actually the Death Star, and she was so then she crash landed on Yavin, killed somebody, stole a ship, and flew back to the Empire. She's a badass bitch. There's no doubt.
So she is the bad guy though?
Oh yeah, it's all about bad guys.
Okay.
It's an Imperial group. Inferno Squadron is Imperial.
But you play as her in the single player campaign, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the whole thing is her, but it's based around Inferno Squadron. Because I think at some point you actually play as Luke. I'm not.
So she could have known Thane, probably.
Thane Kyrell? Maybe.
Because he was a TIE fighter when they were blowing up the first Death Star.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he flew out on whatever the planet was just to show their presence, essentially.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So because he went to Dantooine. He went to Dantooine. He was stationed. We're talking about the novel Lost Stars, by the way. And Thane Kyrell is a character in that. He went to Dantooine. They sent him to Dantooine when the Death Star blew up. So he was off the ship when it happened.
Yeah.
And so, irregardless, let's talk about the Last Jedi trailer. Everybody's seen it, right? I know I asked it earlier.
Before you start,
Okay.
what is our movie? Is it IMAX, RPX, 3D?
It's RPX, non-3D.
Okay.
I saw they had some really cool 3D glasses coming out with it.
Yeah, Poe Dameron glasses, man.
Yeah, but you have to buy them. They don't come.
Oh. They're
not free with the theater. And I had to go. Okay, so I bought 40 tickets.
Right.
I got money for everybody, about 40 tickets. And they were selling them at the theater when the football game started, not during halftime. So I bought them at 8 o'clock. And so... and, oh man.
You were balling for about an hour with all that money in your head.
I had about how much did I have?
That's like $800 at least,
Well,
right?
40 tickets at 20 a pop, so $800.
Yeah, it was about $800. And I was like, oh man, I hope I don't get jumped. That's a lot of people I gotta explain something to. And so
40 people to be exact.
yeah. So I bought 37 tickets, I think, altogether. I'm not sure. Irregardless. What did you ask me about? Where was I going with this? My brain just went.
She asked which showing it was.
Oh yeah, and so the showings were weird because there was an IMAX showing at 6, an IMAX 3D, but it was like $30 a ticket because you got like some cards or something and like a $5 credit to the concession.
You got a coin and a popcorn.
Right, so it was like, even being the diehard Star Wars fanboy that I am, I was like, nah, nah. And then the next IMAX showing was 9:30, and I was like, that's late. That's too late for everybody.
Yeah, it's a
2.5 hour movie. It's the longest Star Wars movie ever. And so I was like 7 p.m. RPX, and RPX is great. Like I don't know if you're on Regal, but it's just like IMAX, just as big. And it was non-3D, which I was like, I kind of want to see it in 3D. But then I was like, some people hate 3D, but there's a lot of people that just don't care. So
I just like 3D.
Yeah, so there you go.
And okay, here's the thing. If it's shot in 3D and they have planned the movie out essentially since the beginning for 3D, so they have shots that are designed for 3D, I like it. But when they just shoot it in a 3D camera like they would a normal movie, it's just not worth it. It doesn't look as good.
I understand what you're saying.
Kind of like Wonder Woman. Like, that was awful 3D. There's a couple of scenes where it worked, but...
Oh, I never saw it in 3D.
We saw it in 3D.
Did we see it in 3D?
Yeah, remember we got the glasses?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, see, that's why I hit Beth around.
See, that's how memorable it was. You don't even remember
it. No, you're right.
So we're looking at time.
So it's 7 p.m. RPX. We're gonna go eat at Wild Wings prior to.
Okay.
The biggest problem we have with going to these screenings the first day is we all go out to eat first, and so we show because they're assigned seats. So like you could show up at 7:05, and it would be fine. Like you can show up while the trailer's going. None of us are gonna do that, obviously.
But if it starts at 7, you say it starts?
Yeah, and because it's
huh?
What?
Go ahead.
So because it's assigned seating, you can go on whenever. But the problem we had last year was that people because I got the first seats and the best seats in the house. I got the first 3 rows that start with the stairs, so it's like the first inclining set, and people that are in there go, oh. Look at all these great seats that are empty. And boy, I was getting snacks for Heather and Elena. And Heather went in there to try to sit down. She came out. She was so angry. There's people in our seats. And I was like, did you tell them to move? She said, no. Well,
she wants you to play the bad guy.
I go, I don't. Dude, I don't. Some punk person is not going to ruin the time and effort that I spent on this just so I go, excuse me, these are our seats, and they go, oh well, our seats are back there and people rent them. I go, well that sucks.
Go tell them
you gotta try to know about it. It's right here. See this? See that number right there on the floor that's lit up for your viewing pleasure? That's to let you know that that's where this is where I'm at. And so then I think they had like 2 people from the theater come in and like directing people like, move this person here, move these people here, move these people. I'm like,
why can't they just say, hey, look at your ticket and match it to the seat?
Or
people are idiots.
Because people will be like, I'm not moving. I'm just going to say, oh yeah, I found my seat. And then they're going to find out later because the person's going to show up and I'm going to tell them, hey, you need to move.
Or I even got one. Maybe we need to hire some stewardesses or something.
no, that's so
you go this way, please. and before the movie starts,
Yeah.
have when would you take a
Honestly, that is a good idea for Star Wars. I mean,
would you have somebody in like a
I think when we saw
We're on the
Rogue,
wrong spot.
I think when we saw Rogue One, that there was someone doing that.
They probably learned from.
Denny,
the
were you
previous.
with us when we saw Rogue One?
No.
You went to Force Awakens.
Yeah. I was at Force Awakens.
I don't. Showtime, was there someone doing that at Rogue One? Do you remember? You don't. I don't know why I've even asking.
I pay attention. I go to my seat and someone's in it. Hey, you need to move.
I just know within our own group, people were sitting not in the seats that they were.
That's
assigned to them.
different.
Yeah.
Not if you
Yeah,
want.
it's not like, could you please get out the
Oh,
seat?
okay, that's true.
What the fuck you doing, Todd?
If you
Get out the
simply
seat, Todd.
If they're
after
trying
one-
to set up a couple, Mary Beth and Dan.
Shit.
Oh yeah, that was the wrong one.
Yeah.
The one black guy comes with us to the damn show and he's in the wrong seat.
Well, here's the other thing. If you're with your group and you're sitting in your whatever seat, it should be like, hey.
You can talk
move.
trash.
Yeah, like move your ass.
But if it's just some random person, and it's like, I'm not moving. It's like, well, the issue is I paid for this seat, so
Get out.
you gotta move.
Oh, you bought out like half the whole theater.
Pistol whipping.
Yeah, Showtime can't go because of being the Academy. But I bought us tickets for Sunday though, so don't know.
So I guess it's okay. I'll be off of Facebook. It's not hard to be off Facebook in the Academy, thank goodness.
Yeah, you'll be watching Friends.
I'll be there for you.
All right, so Last Jedi trailer. Are we gonna get to that or what?
I don't fucking know. We're gonna get to play aliens?
I don't know. Beth derailed us. I'm not
Oh.
All right, so let's go around. What do you think about the Last Jedi trailer, Beth?
I thought it was average.
Yeah.
My doors!
Why do you think it was average?
I mean, they built it up to be, it's gonna reveal all this stuff, and I was just like,
Well, that was the director. You're right.
Yeah,
No,
it's
you're right about that. But you still watch it anyway, even though you're gonna get spoiled.
and who says you're getting spoiled?
You're not.
I mean,
You're not really. There's nothing very spoilery about it.
Well, it's like Beth told
cracks
me
them
the
out.
other day. She's like, a lot of it was just cut really well to make you think things that aren't really going on.
because like the biggest thing is like it has them talking about Kylo Ren and all this Force, and then it immediately cuts to Rey, and you think, well, that means she's going to the dark side, or it's just visually showing you the opposite of what he is talking about.
I think she is.
I don't care.
I think
Easy to show me my place in all of this.
I think she joins Kylo. You know, there's a current huge theory on the internet called Raylo. They think they're gonna like get together.
God.
That'd be funny.
Look at like they're gonna.
J-
Oh wait,
they're
aren't
gonna-
they related?
J-Lo
No, we
didn't
don't know
go,
yet.
so
There's
they had to get
possible,
Raylo.
but maybe not. Yeah.
Do you think Luke's gonna die and it turned her to the dark side?
No, I don't think Luke's gonna die. I think Luke's not
Luke's
gonna
not
go
dying.
with him to the fight. I think that whole this isn't gonna go the way you think is Kylo Ren. This is how it's gonna go. Kylo Ren's gonna attack because they know where the resistance. I'm gonna just tell you the whole movie right now. they know where the resistance base is. Kylo attacks the base, right? And they find out where Luke Skywalker is because the resistance knows, and they find out from the resistance. However, Kylo targets his mom and chooses not to shoot his mom because it's his damn mom. Like I said, the conversation had. It's like, well, kill her dad. It's like it's different. Your mom is different. You could kill your dad way before you can kill your mom. Like I'm just saying. Like especially when you're a boy. You know, am I making sense? Do you get it?
Yeah, penis envy.
Yeah.
Your dad is seen as competition for your mom. Take out the dad.
And
Well, I mean, his dad did get to bone Leia, so.
we all know Leia can commune in the Force from very long distances, and so she's more than likely speaking to him when this is happening, even though he's in a ship. You know, he's having conversations. I don't think he does it, and so then he gets scolded by Snoke. He's like, "Well, you dickhead!" You know, like, and so then he.
I have a vagina on my face.
And so then he takes the Knights of Ren to Octu. Octu, that's what I say.
Whatever.
That's where Rey and Luke have been training. So he confronts them, and Luke easily takes out. Like we get that badass moment where Luke like whips out his saber or something and just takes everybody out in the Force, no problem except for Kylo. And they have a confrontation, and.
Luke loses
Luke-
a foot.
Huh? No.
Luke loses a foot.
And so then Kylo talks Rey into going with him to confront Snoke. And that's when Luke's like, this isn't going to go the way you think. Like he's upset. And they go and confront. And then Snoke goes to kill Rey. That's why you see her like, ah! You know, and Kylo saves her. And then the movie ends with the two of them like retreating. Going back to Luke, going, oh, we couldn't do it.
Told you, bitches.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna be. That's all. If the movie plays out like that, Beth is gonna be so fucking mad. I'm telling you, that's how the movie's gonna play out. Watch. You heard it here first, folks. Anyway, I thought the trailer was really good.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Do you think?
I was excited.
I like the little things that they added in it. Like when you see her hand the lightsaber to Luke, you could see the damage on his
Yep.
robot hand.
Oh wait, one of them.
It's his right hand.
As in most people are
Put a rock in your left hand, Steve. There you
And then most people are right-handed anyway, so it's more likely his right hand.
Right. So, you know when we're doing a podcast, you just have to talk so the mic can pick you up, right?
I'm just talking to you. 'Cause
He was trying not to embarrass you.
It's okay. You can embarrass me. They do it all the time anyway.
Pretty much. Any chance we get.
Yes. So shut up.
go. Bitch. Who's a bitch?
Showtime, you watched The Academy, right?
Someone Snapchatted the whole thing to me. So that was, thank you, Lauren, for doing that.
What do you think?
Watching it through Snapchat, it looks pretty good. I got excited for it. I didn't analyze it like that.
Oh,
I was
went
just
too
like,
crazy.
okay, this stuff's in it. Sweet, I'm excited. You know, I'm always excited for the ships.
Right.
You know, I'm not. So far, I haven't been a huge fan of the ships that have been in there. I did not like the transport at all. I also didn't like the way the Rebel troopers looked.
Oh no, I don't
So
really
the
like the
resistance
look
trooper.
either.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. So.
Jenny, thoughts?
Well, like I said, I enjoyed the trailer, but I agree with Beth where I think it was just cut weird. I think they're trying to get people to speculate, you know, to build it up more.
Yeah, why did they show it in 10-second clips? It was really weird.
Dante, being a noob, what did you think?
Actually, for it being the preview that it was, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, for a person like me, I think it would find, hey, this is probably going to be,
Whoa. What do you mean a person like you?
as a person that doesn't follow too strongly on a lot of the stuff, who's being introduced into it, I thought it was good. But it's just like, also we got to face the reality of anybody. Sometimes the movies are going to show you probably the only few action scenes in the entire movie just to get you to show up, and then everything else is just dialogue and you're falling asleep.
No, that's not what it's gonna be. The Force Awakens did the same thing when they did their Chewie We're Home trailer.
I liked it, man.
You didn't really even know what was happening.
I liked it because it goes back to, I'm seeing Luke, and I'm remembering the things, being reminded of the things when Luke and Yoda, and, you know, seeing her about to, you know, she's obviously going to be put to the test on a lot of this, and seeing the portion where she's screaming, I'm thinking somebody using the Force about to break this bitch in half.
Yeah,
But-
if you
You better break her in
you
half.
can
but that
you
was
can
more.
About to break her with this dick.
you can. That's funny. No, I'm sorry. You can see Snoke in the background. I think it's either Snoke or Kylo. It's probably
It's
Snoke.
Snoke. Yeah.
Yeah. But
And then you got my man,
Let's
what's
see.
his name? The only black dude in the entire movie.
Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
Oh, that's right. It's that Finn going.
Finn, he's going at it with the saber too now, and I'm trying to figure out what is his place. He's
No.
That wasn't a saber. That
It
was,
was,
the electric staff thing.
He's like
yeah.
he's fighting fast.
Either way, he
yeah.
being straight badass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he,
take out Phasma.
somehow
Get
done.
his point.
he's got a mission
Apprentice.
to infiltrate the First Order. So he like.
You
But-
can't just come back.
Look, Finn is Finn the fuck that bitch up.
That was a stretch, but good. I like it.
And they also showed the upgraded X-wing, the Poe's new upgraded X-wing.
With the extra butthole.
Yes, which will probably be the next new miniature game soon with like a ridiculous dial. It'll go like 5.
Yeah,
full-
white 5K turn.
Yeah, I know, right? Apparently they had that was the only way to get through the sensors or something of the guns of. Because it's gonna have Snoke's. I can't remember what the model is, but it's like Snoke's flagship ship, and it's supposed to be like a ridiculously large, like larger than.
Life.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the one that has the hangar bays for the Star Destroyers.
Yes.
Really, it's that big.
Yeah, oh, it's
That's-
absolutely
It
massive.
has a hangar bay for actual Star Destroyers.
Yes.
Kind of like your mom.
That damn.
Oh my God.
Fucking white boys.
Bum, 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 bum.
You know but that would make me think if a ship was that big for
Come
the
to the
Star
dark.
Destroyers, then that would probably mean that this ship is probably half the size of a quarter the size even of a planet, maybe. It'd be that.
It'd take you 4 weeks to get from one end of the ship to the other. Did y'all see that comedy sketch that somebody did? I'll have to show you later. It's great.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I know. So far, so good. Can't wait. Woo! Oh.
It's gotta be half the size of your mom's house.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Twice as deep.
who do you guys think Luke is talking about when he says, you know, I've seen power like this before. I wasn't afraid of it then, but I am now.
He was
Or something
talking-
like that.
I
He's
think
talking
it was
about Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh my god. I don't even know.
What's with that?
He was obviously talking about Kylo before.
Right. There's been everybody's like online. They're like he was obviously talking about Vader. I'm like, shut up. He was talking about Kylo, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the only reason he's scared now is because of what happened with Kylo.
Right. Exactly. He gets.
I mean,
me. Then he
common
gets
sense.
me, Beth. He gets me.
Oh, we gotta do that.
Pink bracelet.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, real men wear pink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he needs to shut up too. I'm sorry. Okay, so Last Jedi trailer. Apparently, Beth says it's plain. It's a basic bitch trailer. Apparently, it's a bad.
Basic bitch.
Mm,
Next to that shit's
I
gonna
was
be
expecting
ratchet.
more from what I was reading.
She says ratchet.
Woo! All right. Let us know what you guys thought of Last Jedi trailer and everything else we talked about here down below. Are you pissed off about those Battlefront 2 loot boxes?
Let us know down below.
Showtime is
Yeah.
not. So he
Got,
doesn't.
got any more mom jokes about Snoke's ship?
Below.
Put it below.
This is the world I've submerged myself into.
You got any ridiculous stories from the X-Wing tournament about some punk ass kids who played you like a bitch? I remember that.
Put some baby powder on it. Slap his ass.
That's all right.
Come on with it.
All right, that's it. We're done. We've been going for over an hour. We're good.
Bye.
No, that's not how we end it. I'm Stevie B.
Dante.
Denny.
Showtime.
Beth.
I'm a Nerds Apocalypse, and we're out. Put a peace sign up. You
Two fingers.
No,
you
that's
have
not
to
even black.
hold the peace sign so I
Oh,
can
I'm
snap
about
the
to fuck it up.
photo.
Here we go.
for the top.